last question is Mr. Carter. I take, when I'm in the city, I take the L, which is awesome. It's a great transportation line. Safety is a concern. You see in the news story about maybe in a subway station, someone getting beat up, someone getting killed, someone getting pushed onto a track. What are we doing to address safety? Because accessibility directly relates to safety. How do you ensure that riders feel safe?
Well, as you know, the Chicago Police Department provides the policing for the Chicago Transit Authority, and then there are also a number of suburban police forces that deal with some of the suburban areas. The truth of the matter is that crime is down on CTA. I think it's also important to remember that we're carrying 1 million people a day. And in that, you are going to find issues that ultimately are unacceptable by me or by our employees or by anyone else. Having said that, the perception of crime is the problem. There are a number of things that we have done. There's new technology that we're implementing that allows us to be able to detect weapons and other things on our system. There is increased security presence that we have added to the system to try to provide more eyes and ears to support it. And obviously we continue to work with the Chicago Police Department themselves about having greater visibility from the police on our system. The final point that I'll mention is something that actually is sort of an outgrowth of legislation that the state passed just recently about code of conduct and banning people from our system. We have put in place the procedures in accordance with the law to allow us to start removing people or restricting people from using our system who engage in inappropriate conduct. We're working very closely with the legal system to effectuate those situations so that we can, in some way, deal with the fact that if there are people who just do not want to engage in our system in an appropriate way, that there are consequences for that, even above and beyond what the justice system may vet out in terms of other actions that can be taken.
I can appreciate your statistics, but I don't have a lot of faith in that. I'm going to share, if your indulgence, Mr. Chairman. In the last 14 months, I myself have ridden the Blue Line 3 times. Each experience, someone was either smoking or disruptive in the car. You move cars, and there's the same behavior that's occurring. There was at least one occurrence in each of those rides, and some more, of I felt unsafe. And even though I had a 6'2", 240-pound football player with me, we still felt unsafe. So I'd like to suggest that that's the experience that a lot of suburban commuters are experiencing, and why we are back in our cars, even though the Kennedy is a terrible experience and takes up twice the amount of time, but at least I know I'm safe in my own car. And that is the mindset of significant passengers from the suburban communities that are not riding the CTA. And now we're going to expect a huge amount of tourists that are going to be coming to our city. And I'm hoping we start to see some of those Chicago police officers, because I've yet to see one in the last 14 months that I have ridden that. So, and the amount of crime that you report is a reduction. Nobody reports those incidents of uncomfortable, of being harassed, of being accosted. There's no one to report. There's no conductor that walks through the cars. There's no police that walk through the cars. There is absolutely zero presence of any authority figure. And so I think your crime reports are sorely underreported.
It's one of the things that we just launched recently is a chatbot that allows you on your phone to let us know in real time if there's something going on the train that we should be aware of. We also obviously recognize that there are ongoing issues with regards to behavior on CTA. I can tell you that that's not unique to CTA. It is something that is experienced everywhere. I can't sit here and give you a solution to that problem, as much as I would like to. I have way too many cars. I have over 2,000 rail cars. I have almost the same amount of buses. I have my employees, the union that's represented here, which will tell you the same thing, that they are very concerned about safety on CTA. The point is that there needs to be an aggressive societal approach to this problem. It isn't a problem that CTA solves by itself. There aren't enough police officers in the entire city of Chicago to put on every rail car and have in every location and every bus on CTA. What I am trying to do is leverage technology that I have so that we can be more aware of what's going on, that we can respond quicker to what's going on, and that our customers can communicate directly with us about what's going on.